Welcome to episode 102 of the YouTube series that attempts to answer the philosophically profound question that is, can an 80 IQ hillbilly defy all odds by achieving an 1800 ELO ranking on chess.com? Coming off a victory yesterday puts us at 1581. We are on day two or day three of the 80 IQ hillbilly chess training technique that we are enacting in hopes of seeing in 100 games or so by episode 200 if it is a good system. I think it will be amazing if I somehow or another use that chess training system and hit 1800. Had a question from Barney, I believe it was, in the comments. He wanted me to talk on how I got to 800 and 1,000 and kind of what I did to get there, maybe some tips. I'll kind of give y'all a brief rundown. Like pretty much as soon as I got on chess.com, I was around 800. I think it seems like it was 3 or 4 years ago. I was around 800. I got on YouTube and learned a couple of openings and kind of learned some things that I just didn't know. Like I didn't know anything, but I didn't have any formal chess knowledge really. Like I understood like the very basic chess principles, which is like, don't move the same piece twice in the first few moves. Try to get your king castle. Try to establish the center. Like I understood those things, or like I knew those things. I'm not sure necessarily I understood why you were supposed to. Like still, still to this day, it's not super concrete in my mind of like why you're supposed to control the center or healthy matter or whatever. But because I don't really play that kind of an opening anyway. Oh, well, I guess with white pieces d4 I do somewhat. But anyway, so I kind of knew those kind of things. My chess experience going up to that was just like playing Kindle games, playing on my Kindle, just a bunch of like on an app or whatever, just playing a bunch of chess. Like I didn't really have any formal chess training. It wasn't like I didn't have really, like I didn't have any chess training. And again, like I said, I got on chess.com and I was 800 pretty quick, and it seems like I got to 1,000 really quick. And I just watched some videos and played a lot of games. That was really just the extent of it. My personal thoughts are, I think like each individual person, and it could be completely different, and I could be totally off base on this as well. But I feel like each person kind of has like a plateau. I think it can be, I think chess is the same as anything else. I think different people have, I think you could go out and start running a mile every day. And I think, some people would, kind of start out at 9 minutes, kind of not really try much and they'd be at 9 minute miles, and other people would be at 13-minute miles. And I think you work out a little bit and, maybe you're at an 8 minute mile pretty quick, whereas another person's still struggling to get to 10 minute miles or something like that. And I think, or golf is an example, or just anything like that. I think that some people kind of just catch on a little bit quicker than others. And I'm not saying that I necessarily caught on quicker than others, but I did, I did get through like 800, 900,000. I got through those pretty quick without a whole lot of. I'm not saying it was easy or anything, but I just played a lot of games. Really, is what I'm trying to say. For me, and I think every person also has a plateau. And I think I've talked about this before. I think every person kind of has like a natural plateau. Now, again, I don't have any data to support this or anything. Like maybe I'm totally off base. But I just think people kind of have like a natural plateau to where you can kind of put like a certain amount of effort into it and get to a certain level, and then after that, like you really have to put in the work. And I think for me, and I think maybe for a large part of people, I think what little bit I've looked into it, I think might be the case. I think 1500 is kind of that plateau level for a lot of people. At least a lot of people have kind of put some work in. I think after 1500, you really have to put in the work because the the learning curve, the nuances of the game really start to bottleneck at that point. So there's not just a whole, at 800, there's a ton of things that can win you a game. Usually your opponent just gives it to you, most likely. 1,000 a little less, 1,200 a little less, and then you get to 1,500, and um, you know, just, you know, people don't, I mean, you will get some give me games, and all, but it's not, I mean, you're going to earn your victories more. There's not going to be a lot of, you know, just a lot. I mean, everybody's going to kind of know the same kind. And I get it at 800, and that's the thing. At 800, like you might know like a really good opening or something. Like, you know, you're not going to know all facets of the game. You know, you're going to know, like you might know one thing. Like if you know a really good opening, you'll probably beat a lot of people at 800, but then you wouldn't be 800 for very long. So yeah, I don't know. I you know, I can't remember exactly what he asked me. I think he just asked me to talk a little bit about when I was 800 and when I was 1,000 and maybe what I did to get better. And I think really, again, to get better, like if you want to get better, play a lot. And I think I played too much. I think if I'd have, and that's what I'm trying to actually do now, is not play very much and focus on quality over quantity. Up until, for the most of my chess learning, it was always quantity over quality. I would sit there and play chess for 10 hours a day, not reviewing any games, not analyzing any games, not making the same mistakes over and over again, and maybe watching a chess video here and there. You know, I kind of, but that's the thing with chess videos. Like even now, like I'm trying to go back and watch chess videos because it's kind of part of my training technique now. And it's hard because you've seen a lot of this stuff now, you know, and you can only learn so much watching a chess video. I mean, you can learn an opening, you can kind of learn, but you know, it's kind of hard to learn some things. So anyway, I got a little sidekick here that I'm trying to watch and play with today. So hopefully this works out. I haven't tried this before, but I hope that answers your question, Barney. I appreciate the comment, and we're going to try to play a game of chess. So let's go. All right, I'm gonna have to put on the glasses. Sorry about the glare. 1578 from Estados Unidos. We have the white pieces. We are going to play our Kali Zukertort system. Dreary, overcast day today. Are we going to get a play here? Oh, we did get a play. Going to get a play. I'm going to be a little distracted probably today. Like I said, I have a little sidekick back here. You might see her here in a second. Not to use that as an excuse if we lose. Right now, my focus isn't really necessarily so much on, you know, just winning every game as much as like I'm just trying to implement just being religiously devoted to my plan and just trying to focus on the big picture. You know, I'm going to win some, I'm going to lose some. I want to make sure I analyze all my games. This is an interesting opening. I don't even know what this is. Not even too sure what this is. Not even real sure what this is. I wonder if he knows what it is. Speaking of YouTube videos, you know, you run into a lot of people and they just, you know, they just all of a sudden want to, they find some opening, they want to try to implement an opening. I'm not really sure what this is. I probably should have developed that night earlier than I did. And I feel like I'm in a good spot here. Like, he doesn't really have any development. Let's see here. Not going to fall for that one, buddy. Get castle, I think we'll be alright. Maybe. Hope y'all having a great day, by the way. Hope I have it covered up here. I think I do. Yeah, I covered it up. So you're on castle long. Not sure what he's got going on exactly here. Get the suspicion he's about to castle long. That's interesting. That is interesting. What do I want to take with it? What do I want to take with it? Here, can't really change. Here. Oh, I went ahead and castled long. That's interesting. Let's see here. Let's see here. Oh, this. Should be able to open it all the way up, huh? Hopefully he'll take with the queen. Yeah. Got him. Pretty easy game. I think that this might have been a situation where he was trying to learn some new opening or something. Didn't seem like he really knew what he was doing. I'll take the victory, 1589. Felt like I played decent today. Let's look at this game review. I don't feel like I played bad. I don't think it was a real complicated. Yeah, I played pretty good today. Don't feel like it was a complicated game. Opponent kind of, like I said, I think opponent was kind of maybe trying to learn a new opening or something. But I'll certainly take it. Certainly take it. Not trying to big league the guy. Man, come on, man. Not trying to big league him or acting like I'm better than him in any way or anything like that. I just think that he just seemed to me like he was maybe not real. It didn't seem like he really knew what he was doing. You'll get that a lot. You know, people watch a YouTube video and like this. You know, oh, look at this Hillbilly. He's playing this opening. I'm going to try it. And I think that might have been what we saw today. Opponent just trying to maybe just. I'm just assuming. I don't know. 85.7% accuracy. Happy with that. No brilliant moves, no great moves. 6 best moves, 1 mistake, 1 miss. No blunders. Played like a 2100. Opponent 72.7% accuracy. No brilliant moves, no great moves. 6 best moves, 2 mistakes, 1 miss. No blunders. Played like a 1400. Let's go through this review. See what we got. What does it say? I'm going to see if it's saying what kind of opening this guy is using. I don't really know what this opening is that he's doing. Mistake. No, that was a mistake. What do they want me to do here? D5. I'll push D5. That's interesting. Push D5 and opens up that whole area. Yeah. Knight D4. Want me to take with the knight. But, hold on a second. I mean, it's 0.90 to a 1.37, so it's not a huge inaccuracy, but an accuracy nonetheless. And my Kali system is you kind of learn early on to always replace that D pawn if they take with the E pawn. The reason I did this move right here is because I kind of had an idea that this was what he was up to. He played the queen here. I think he wanted to possibly do something like this where I couldn't take, try to pin my queen to the king. So I just wanted to do a prophylactic move. D5 was best, I guess. Which I could certainly see that. And then he plays something like this. And then blocks. And takes. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not real sure how comfortable I would be in that line. Mistake. C4. Hold on. There's a miss. 95. Did I miscalculate here? How did I miscalculate? There's no way I miscalculated. Right, A5. Okay. A5 was best, I guess. No, hold on. That was a miss. $95. I come for 95 here. Best move. Takes. Bishop C5. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. I was wondering here what would have been best to take. It looked like I made the best move. Rook C4. Right here, I feel like once he castled long like that, I felt like he was in trouble. I didn't really feel like he was in a good spot right there. Yeah, I had a couple different ideas coming here, coming here. I just don't feel like he was in a very good spot. Now, I actually said here, I think in the video, like, I hope he takes back with the queen. And he did. And that was just it. Pretty much over right there. So, fairly easy game today. We haven't had an easy game in a while, so I'll certainly take it. Back up to 1589, y'all. Implementing that 80 IQ Hillbilly chess training technique. Watched some in-game footage last night and just really trying to stick to my plan of just playing until I lose a game on lichess and doing 30 minutes to an hour's worth of tactical puzzles. And I'm really going to go back to focusing on the in-game videos. And that's something I haven't done recently, is watched a lot of videos, and it's kind of what I was getting into earlier when I was talking about kind of my progression. It's like you can only watch, in my opinion, you can only watch so many videos and implement that into your game. Ultimately, like someone can sit there and tell you everything you need to do, but your brain can only process so much. So for me, I just really want to kind of try to get down some in-game pattern recognition. And more so, it's not so much the pattern recognition that I struggle with in in-games, it's just like the knowing what to do. And in-games are so concrete, you just can't make any mistakes. I think I play a lot of chess off intuition, and in in-games you just can't play intuitively. I don't think. I think in in-games you can't really play intuitively. So I just have to program those chunks of pattern recognition and then just kind of learn the ideas of what to do. And so anyway, got a good victory out of the way today. I hope you guys hope you all have an amazing day. Hope you enjoyed the video. We will see you tomorrow for episode 103. God bless.